G'day cocktail lovers. I thought it might be fun. You get to watch me try some things that I do not have high hopes for. I suspect these things are going to be nasty. The reason they come into my possession, there's a bunch of reasons. These are not things I would normally get, but I've ended up with them and I thought, what do I do with them? Try them on camera. You might get some amusement out of how appalled I am. I have this, spiced rum. This is a spiced spirit that they're not allowed to call rum because it doesn't meet the legal definition of rum. Apparently cherry and lime flavor in there. The notorious fruity beers. I do not drink beer at all. I do not like beer, and I've seen the proliferation of these fruity beers, and I've been a little fascinated by them. And this was literally free, which is the only reason I have it. And I thought, I'm going to try it. I'm going to see what it's all about. And finally, in case you didn't know, a little bit of history. The wine in the box thing, that is an Australian invention. They like to call it a cask or something. Colloquially in Australia, we call that goon. This is cocktail goon. Another thing that was on a massive markdown. I thought I might give this to my son for a party he's having. This is a Mai Tai. There were about 6 flavors of these, and this sounded like it might be the least disgusting. I emphasize might be. I'm going to guess in which order I will dislike them. I'll go from the thing I think I'm going to favor the most to the thing I really expect to not like. So I'm going to do the box Mai Tai first, then the spiced cherry spirit, and finally the fruity beer. Shake me before you drink me. Quality stuff. Well, it's like the color of like an orange mango fruit drink. It actually has a very vague sort of alcohol aroma on it. It literally tastes like a sugar-free soft drink. It's only 4% alcohol. This is just lolly water. I mean, there's 6 standard drinks in the whole cask. I don't know, this could maybe be the base of a punch and you put something more interesting in the punch. I'd have to drink the entire cask just to get white girl wasted, and I think simply the volume of it would make me sick before then. So I don't hate it, but it's a whole bunch of nothing. The spiced cherry drink. I mean, again, it's such an artificial looking color. It's it smells like cinnamon and fake fruit flavor. So I'll give it a taste. Yeah, okay, that just tastes syrupy. There's a late sort of cinnamon taste. It's not just cinnamon smell. Tastes like those really cheap, nasty glacé cherries. And there's a little bit of sort of unpleasant alcohol lingering taste. Ooh, the aftertaste is not great. That is not good. I'm probably going to use that in clarified cocktails because it'll give it a bit of a base, and the clarification process will filter out the nastiest elements of the flavor, I think. Finally, the fruity beer, and I chose this flavor because it was the most masculine looking color of all of them. I'm intrigued as to what color the beer actually is. It's very pale beer color. It's not the same color as the can, which was mildly disappointing. I don't drink beer because I thoroughly dislike beer. That doesn't taste like beer. It's almost like kombucha, actually. It's like a slightly sugary kombucha more than beer. I didn't pull terrible faces for any of them. This is 4.2%. 4% for the Mai Tai, 4.2% for the beer. This one, I think this is 35%. This is 35% ABV. All right, this is a slight letdown because I expected to be completely revolted by one of these. None of them are good. None of them are interesting. None of them have anything to recommend them, quite honestly. Look, literally now I can say I've tasted these fruity beers. They taste like a light kombucha with artificial flavoring in them. And I mean all of those terms in the worst possible way you could take them. I'm going to stick with my cocktails, made with full-strength spirits. These are all nasty. Goon? No, just say no, kids. Weird stuff that's in the rum section but they can't legally call rum? Just say no. Fruity beers? Look, if it's your thing, good for you. I just can't come at it. But I can't come at normal beer either, so who am I to judge? They don't sell Malort in Australia, so I can't have something truly nasty. None of these were pleasant. I do not feel happy after drinking any of these. I'm going to go off and make myself a proper drink, and I think you should swap in the comments just the grossest thing you've drunk recently. It's probably something worse than one of these. These are not great, but they're not completely repulsive. If I ever find stuff that I really think is going to be terrible, I'll make another video in the future. This stuff is just disappointment in liquid form. I'm going to have a proper drink. I'll see you later. Cheers.